Assalamu alaikum students. This is your instructor Muhammad Umar Khatak for the course Human Resource Management. This is our 15th lecture, chapter number 6, and today the topic of our discussion is job design. Job design. Once a thorough job analysis has been conducted and there are high quality job descriptions and job specification available, an organization can use this information for designing or redesigning jobs. This information is very useful for structuring job elements, duties, and tasks in a manner that will help achieve optimal performance and satisfaction. There is, however, no one best way to design a job. Different situations call for different arrangements of job characteristics. In addition, approaches to job design place different emphasis on performance and satisfaction as desired outcomes. In other words, certain methods of job design are primarily interested in improving performance, others are more concerned with job satisfaction. Thus, it is unlikely that any one approach will fully satisfy all of the goals of a manager. Perspective on the design of work can be classified into four major categories. But the perceptual motor approach, the biological approach, the mechanistic approach, the motivational approach. Both the perceptual motor approach and the biological approach have their roots in human factors engineering. Their major focus is on the integration of human and machine systems. Thus, they emphasize equipment design and the proper match between machines and the operators, the man and the machine. The two remaining approaches more clearly highlight the potential trade offs that must frequently be made by organizations with regard to job design. They are also the two that have received the most attention in management literature. The mechanistic approach is best exemplified by Taylor's scientific management and the motivational approach by job enrichment. Scientific management and the mechanistic approach. Job design was a central issue in Frederick W. Taylor's model of scientific management. His use of job design is an excellent example of the rational approach and shows how certain perspectives focus more heavily on productivity than on satisfaction. In 1911, he stated, "Perhaps the most prominent single element in modern scientific management is this task idea. The work of every workman is fully planned out by the management at least one day in advance, and each man receives, in most cases, complete written instructions, describing in detail the task which he is to accomplish. This task specifies not only what is to be done, but how it is to be done, and the exact time allowed for doing it." The work of Taylor and the principles of scientific management initiated a great deal of interest in systematically studying the structure of jobs. The emphasis was clearly on structuring jobs so that they were broken down into simple, repetitive tasks. Once learned, these tasks could be done quickly and efficiently. Among these recommendations stemming from Taylor's scientific management, such as the following: work should be studied scientifically. This is what job analysis attempts to do. Work should be arranged so that the workers can be efficient. Employees selected for work should be matched to the demands of the job. Job description and job specification used in recruitment selection should achieve this. Employees should be trained to perform the job. Monetary compensation should be tied directly to performance and should be used to reward the performance of the employees. Many managers find the scientific management approach to job design appealing because these kinds of recommendations point towards improving organizational performance. It is assumed that the specialization and routine nature of jobs designed according to scientific management principles will lead to higher levels of output and require minimal training before employees are able to master the work. Despite the appeal of these potential advantages, research has found that repetitive, highly specialized work can lead to dissatisfaction among employees. Thus, the gains in efficiency that scientific management may offer can be offset by losses in satisfaction and higher levels of absenteeism and turnovers. Early strategies for overcoming some of the problems associated with job designs designed according to scientific management focused on job enlargement. Job enlargement attempts to increase satisfaction by giving employees a greater variety of things to do. The expansion of the work is, however, considered horizontal, since the employees are not given more responsibility or authority in decision making, rather, they are merely allowed to do a greater number of tasks. Thus, an enlarged job is not as specialized as routine as a job designed according to scientific management, but it may not be any more meaningful. Job enrichment, a motivational approach. In the past 2 decades, much work has been directed at changing jobs in more meaningful ways than job enlargement was able to do. Rather than simply increasing the variety of tasks performed by an employee, job enrichment tries to design jobs in ways that help incumbents satisfy their needs for growth, recognition, and responsibility. Thus, enrichment differs from enlargement because the job is expanded vertically. Employees are given responsibility that might have previously been part of the supervisor's job. The notion of satisfying employees' needs as a way of designing jobs come from Frederick Herzberg's two-factor theory of work motivation. His basic idea is that employees will be motivated by the jobs that enhance self-worth. Although there are many different approaches to job enrichment, the job characteristics model is one of the most widely publicized. It shows that for a job to lead to desired outcomes, it must possess certain core job dimensions. These include skill variety, degree to which the job requires a variety of different activities in carrying out the work, which involves the use of number of individual skills and talents. Task identity, degree to which the job requires completion of the whole and identifiable piece of work, that is, doing a job from beginning to end with a visible outcome. Task significance, degree to which the job has a substantial impact on the lives or work of other people, whether in the immediate organization or in the external environment. Autonomy, degree to which the job provides substantial freedom, independence, and discretion to the individual in scheduling the work and determining the procedures to be used in carrying it out. Feedback, degree to which carrying out the activities required by the job results in the individuals obtaining direct and clear information about the effectiveness of his or her performance. Work, family balance, and job design. Organizations are directing more attention and resources towards helping employees balance their work and family demands. Driving this work-family tension are a number of variables related to the changing demographics of the workforce. For example, the number of women and single parents entering the workforce is expected to continue increasing. Often viewed as a primary caregiver, these individuals will experience stress as they attempt to balance career and family priorities. Another example of demographic changes include the increase in dual career couples. In some cases, caregiving responsibilities may be shared, leading both working spouses to require flexible work arrangements to meet family life and career cycle needs. Job design in teams. One of the more pressing current challenges for organization is how to design jobs for employees who work in one or more teams. Teams have become very common as organizations aggressively pursue ways to lower cost, decrease product and service cycle times, increase customer responsiveness, and integrate more fully with suppliers and other external stakeholders. A work team has two or more employees who work together towards a common organizational objective or goal. Two of the more popular forms of work teams are self-managed and virtual teams. Self-managed teams have a considerable amount of autonomy and freedom in how they decide to accomplish their objectives and goals. To summarize the major points covered in this chapter, there are 6 sequential steps in job analysis, starting with examining the total organization and the fit of jobs and concluding with the preparation of a job specification. The uses of job analysis information seems endless. Strategic planning, recruitment, selection, training, compensation, and job design all benefit immensely from job analysis information. Conducting job analysis is not for amateurs. Training is required before conducting a job analysis. Organization and process charts should be consulted to acquire an overview of the organization. 4 general job analysis techniques can be used separately or in combinations: observations, interviews, questionnaires, and job incumbents' diaries or logs. The multi-method approach to job analysis uses a combination of these 4 general methods. It is a comprehensive approach and is currently viewed very favorably from a legal perspective. Job design involves structuring job elements, duties, and tasks to achieve optimal performance and satisfaction. Job design was a concern for Frederick W. Taylor, the famous industrial engineer and father of what is called scientific management. Job enrichment involves designing jobs so that employees' needs for growth, recognition, and responsibility are satisfied. Re-engineering is more than job redesign. It is taking a new look at the entire flow of work through an organization. Without adaptable job descriptions, however, it cannot succeed. This would be the end of the chapter and the end of the lecture. Thank you.